I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go from Detroit as Matt Prater approaches and booms it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year, he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, come on, Omaha, ready to move. I'm coming.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 13-yard line.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Alert! Bravo! Mike's 50.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Set. Waiting.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, let's go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Check.
Stafford on first down. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point good by Prater, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On first down, Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Yellow, I'll go on. 15. Here we go, finish the game.
Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Johnson gets this up across the 20 to the 21 or 22. Did show some power on that run, breaking the tackle. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. 78 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Prater for the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's going to wind up. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Yeah. On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Lady!
I can't believe they let you play.
Hey! Quick dance! Go! Get on!
On 2nd down, Johnson. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. He finds a rookie from Iowa, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
Not too many teams that use a 1st-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
We got 3.
Mahomes now on 1st down, sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to let it go deep, and that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2-for-1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On second down, it's Johnson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On the ground, this is Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Johnson running right. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 56 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Attack, attack!
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Attack!
SOS, SOS.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Here comes Amendola. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They go to Johnson again. He stiff arms him. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
53 at the mic.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Watch out for Hill on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Will Harris, the rookie from Boston College, who picked it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Let's
Ready. Blue 60.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Jones has it. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Go. Mike, 50.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30.
Here we go.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. as his guys are in for 6. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
25, check 25.
Now Johnson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
51 the mic, boy, 51. All day, just like that, just like that. Right here.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. On first down, Johnson. The 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 48 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They go play action. Now Mahomes forced out to his left. He can run for Mahomes. Hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. Again, it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
On 3rd down, it's Johnson, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Mahomes going to throw it here. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. And look at this. It's a fake. Spins away. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. Past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, 48 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 43.
15.
Back to throw, Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play now. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is good. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Kansas City, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0.
Know what time it is, playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You know I'm ice on the wrist, my bitch you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, you know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money. I save it, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch.